Alright. Well, this is going to be an interesting video. I did not plan to make this video. Honestly, after, give me a second. Hello? Sometimes I hate OBS. Anyway. If you remember this video, it was just like about me having, decisions to decide about what I want to do with my channel and everything like that. It was more like, I want to go with my own pace and everything like that, so that's what I did. But I decided to make this video because I feel like people should know. If you guys didn't know, there was supposed to be a Secret Duplex Q&A happen on the 19th at a certain time, but that didn't happen because I couldn't make it because stuff happened in real life. And luckily me and Bunny the Bunny, or known as Corrupted Imaginations, told me like, we'll just reschedule it. Things happen, so I'm really grateful. So we are planning to set it up soon. That's not what sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to say, because honestly, I struggle with things. I have anxiety, depression, and autism. I have autism, anxiety, and depression. When I was first diagnosed with autism, it was known as high functioning autism, just letting you know. When I was first diagnosed, I can't remember how long ago that was. I was pretty young. Probably like, I cannot remember how long ago the first diagnosis was. I think I had like 2 diagnoses, and they both came out saying I have high functioning autism. I don't know, but anyway, that was like years ago. I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, I have anxiety and depression. But I am dealing with it pretty okay-ish, I guess you could say. Like, I will have people to help me, whether that's in real life or online, help me. And I found ways to help myself to make sure I'm not always like down in the dumps and worrying about everything, like writing stories. Like, I actually do write stories for fun. Playing video games, talking to people generally, or even like, let's say, role playing, listening to music. I don't know if I said that, but listening to music just in case, or even playing with toys. Yeah, but it's really hard to deal with it at times and everything. Especially like depression, because I didn't get depression until when my family's cat's passing in July. It really broke my heart. It hurt me because I love the cat so much and everything. He helped me through a lot of things and everything like that when he was alive and around. So it's just kind of heartbreaking to hear that he's gone now. And then also got a bit harder when I found out someone else in my life had passed away in July, and that their last message from them to me was actually in March. That was kind of sad. And so, but I am doing okay. I am fine. I'm doing everything I can to make sure, it doesn't get worse or anything like that. With that being said, I don't really share this info a lot because there have been times where um, we'll say that I use it as an excuse, for doing things when I haven't really. I will say, oh, I have anxiety right now because I'm worried about this. Like, Saturday night, the 18th, I was so worried I was gonna mess up with the Q&A, like worried I'm gonna make things weird or awkward or anything like that because I don't want it to be it that way or anything like that. I was so worried I'm gonna mess things up and letting corrected animations down and everything. Uh, you know, because I don't want to fail them or anything like that. I want to make sure, we have a good time with the Q&A for Sekizaplex Season 1 on series. But luckily, when I couldn't make it on time because, things have happened in real life, life happens. You're like, okay, let's just reschedule it. Like, let's just pick a different date. Because technically, the Q&A was supposed to happen on the 18th, but we realized the scheduling conflicts, and we're like, okay, we'll just do it the next day. And of course, we realized there was also scheduling conflicts because I could not make it in time. Because I literally tried my best to make it time. I'm like, please let me get there on time. Please let me. But I couldn't because things happen in real life. So but don't worry, nothing like serious or bad happened or anything like that. It was just the fact that there were other stuff that I needed to do and everything like that. And so I just couldn't make it on time, and I really feel awful about it. But I'm glad that things have, they were like, well, let's just reschedule it. Don't worry, it's fine. And so, then that was really lucky because there are times when, I mean, in my video of me doing the channel update video, I talked about, like towards the end, like trying to figure out whether I just share my story or not, because something did happen to me online. Like there are times where I get, cyberbullied for no reason, or they have a reason to cyberbully me, but I didn't really see a point why they would cyberbully me. But that's been dealt with. I haven't been cyberbullied ever since. You know, it just like, Indy, who's sometimes in my live streams, he's a cyberbully me. It's just all fun and stuff. But anyway, there were people online in my life that I thought they were nice people that, understood me and everything like that. Actually hurted me. Got me down and everything like that because of one thing that I did, which was banning a person. Long story short, I made a server, and then there was just a lot of drama in that server, and I decided to delete it because I was just really fed up at this point. Because I'm like, why do I even have this server? There was another server that I owned, and it seemed like the drama never stopped. Like, luckily, it wasn't as bad as it was in the server that I deleted, but I could tell there was definitely drama happening. Like, it seems like, I don't know, it's just, when this person have bad days or whatever, they seem to get to be rude online and everything, mainly with me specifically, and I do not know why. Like, I don't know why I'm talking to this for, like, there are times where I'm like, when I say I have anxiety, I'm worried about this. You know, sometimes they do cover me, but then there are times when they're like, you know, I I don't know. They just be like, well, tough luck. Well, they don't say tough luck. They actually will say tough, bad word here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I, I have bad days too, especially in real life. And I will be tend to be mad and rude to people. But then eventually, like a few hours later, once I'm calmed down and everything, I do apologize or just never bring it up again and wait for the next day, and the next day it's better, It just seems like they were having a lot of bad days. Like, I don't know what's going on in their real life or anything like that. Sometimes I do know, but then I don't. And so, and I took screenshots of the situations where they were, where I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And, and then they call them being rude to me. Like, they even, like, swore at me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do I do? Should I ban this person? And it wasn't just, one person I'm asking. I'm asking quite a few people. Like, quite a few. Like, maybe 10 to 15, I don't know. I can't keep track of how many people, but it was definitely quite a few. Several people, and they said I should ban them because they were being mean to me, they were being rude to me, even though they're having a bad day. And so that's what I did. I banned the person. And even blocked him just in case they come and try to attack me, while I'm sleeping. And, I mean, we're on this community server that has like thousands of people. I don't own the server or anything like that. They come and try to talk to me, try to figure out why they got banned, because I did not know that if you're banned, you would not know the reason why you get banned. If they put down a reason, especially. And so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll block you and tell you in the direct messages about why did I ban you. And I was kind of a bit rude, but at the same time, it was like I was just fed up. I was like, here are the reasons why I banned you. There you go. And they were saying, yeah, I'm the rudest person in the world. And they were like, well, so what did I swear at you? I swear at everyone. And they were like saying I'm a tyrant, kind of, I guess you could say, because I have so much power and I just can do whatever I want, kind of deal. When really, I just own the server, make the rules, and ask if these rules are good, and then, ask advice to other people about what should I do and everything like that. And try at least to remind people, like, we have our rules for a reason. Let's not do this, that, or the other. But and and they were like, well, I'm gonna block you and don't want to be friends with you anymore. I'm like, fine by me. And I blocked them. And this other person was mad at me for being this person, but I'm like, I just don't know what to do, honestly. And then like my other friend was actually wanting to know their side of the story and everything. And they're like, this is what they said to me. And send like what they have told my friend. And I was like, they basically lied about a lot of things. And so I'm like, here are the screenshots. And this is what they actually said and everything. And they were like, what the heck? Now here's the thing. They're not on any sides or anything like that. They were just trying to see what they have to say and everything like that. And I was okay with it because I was kind of curious if I actually did something wrong. But when I showed the screenshots and we both agreed that they lied, it was like, okay, what did they exactly do? And then we were like in another server. Like, I didn't have a mess with them or anything like that, being rude to them or anything. I'm just hanging on in the server. And they just called almost everyone, literally everyone in that server, may not say things before they left, saying like the owner was toxic or trolling, when I haven't really seen signs of that. There are times where I get frustrated with the owner, but we have figured things out, and we're fine and we're good, And then I don't know. I really don't know. It was just really hard to figure out what's going on with them. And then like a few weeks later, when I have said like we're ex-friends, like I don't say their names or anything like that because I don't want to be that kind of person. They said that me calling them ex-friends means I'm calling them a toxic and a mean person. I am just like, what the? I don't know. Like, I talked to them again, say, hey, if we don't swear at each other, if we don't say mean things to each other, we just share our point of views, try to talk things out, then I will talk to you. And that's what we did. And they were saying that me calling them ex-friend was saying they're toxic. And I'm just like, what the heck? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. And so they were saying that I was denying them. I was just honestly really confused. Sorry, I'm just checking something on my computer. I'm sorry. But it was just like, I don't get it. What's going on? Like, they say that I'm denying their points of views when I really haven't. I was just trying to say, like, I never once called you a toxic person. Like, they were saying that I was implying that they were a toxic person when we talked, but then I'm, like, looking through the screenshots and looking through the messages, and I'm like, where did I imply saying you're a toxic person? I just said, here's the reason I want to ban you. More details. Here's what I felt. And this is what I did. Trying to figure things out. And they were like, well, you showed the screenshots of me when I'm having bad days. And I'm like, yeah, it's true. Those screenshots are you when you're having bad days. But you were having so many bad days. And you haven't really exactly been rude to anyone else except for me when I'm talking to you. Because apparently I missed something up in the server or anything like that. And I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. And I mean, I technically didn't exactly help them by banning them, sure. But I don't know. I was just utterly lost and confused. I really don't know what to do. Honestly, like. And so I did block them again, saying I'm just done talking to you because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And so, I mean, I even left the community server that has 1,000 people because of them. I literally asked for advice from people online and in real life, like my family, and they all said that I should ban them, and that's what I did. And so, like, I don't know why they think I'm calling them toxic and mean and rude when I say ex-friends, because, there are people who have ex-husbands and ex-wives, ex-girlfriends or boyfriends, saying they're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore, they're not husband and wife anymore, stuff like that. And there can be times when that, even though they're exes, they can be on good terms, I'm not saying that happens all the time. I'm just saying that kind of thing can happen. And so, yeah, so there you go. That's why towards the end of the last video, I didn't know if I wanted to talk about it or not. I mean, there's more details in the story, but I just want to give you the base idea, what I have been dealing with, especially when they were saying that I'm using my autism, using my anxiety and depression as an excuse to being rude. when I usually say, hey, I have anxiety, I'm worried about this, or I'm feeling down, feeling sad, feeling angry because of this, I haven't really, swore at them or being rude to them or anything like that. I just let you know, hey, there's a heads up. And I only have said that I have autism like a very few times when there's like either new people to the server, or I see someone like in the community server that has 1,000 people. I have seen some people say, oh yeah, I have autism. I'm like, oh, you have autism too? That's cool. I have autism too. Like, that's really it. And then like I think one of them even asked like, what's my autism like? And I said, and well, this is what my autism is like and everything like that. And I, so them just saying like I'm using it as an excuse when I just say, oh yeah, I have autism too. When someone says, oh yeah, I have autism, and so, I never like say, well I have autism, so ha ha ha, kind of like I never did that. I'm like, I never really did that. I never like, well, I have anxiety. Well, I have depression. I just like, I have anxiety. I'm worried about this. I'm feeling depressed because of this. I sometimes jokes about my autistic brain being weird or something like that because, it can be weird. Like, I think, oh, there was something that happened, and I'm like, and my autistic brain is going to shut down or something like that. That's just like a funny thing, because I'm like, I think it was like someone was doing math or something, and I'm like, my autistic brain does not compute because I do not know math very well. Like, the only math I can do well is multiplication. That's it. Seriously. Oh dear. I don't know. Like, I actually do like math, but if you talk about algebra or anything like that, I'm just like that. I think that's just a normal thing. But I will joke saying like, my autistic brain is confused. Well, because my brain is always confused, and so I have, I name certain parts of my brain to kind of express myself. So I will say my autistic brain is acting like this or whatever, and because I'm comfortable with it. I think there are people who may be, offended by it or anything like that, but right now, that happened to me where people got offended saying, my autistic brain or anything like that. So hopefully that's just a good relief. But yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. I just thought to show you that I am dealing with anxiety and depression. I have autism, and something happened to me, and even though I'm like, things happen, get over it, kind of deal, it's still kind of stuck in my head because I keep thinking like, could I have done something better? Could I do something better? But yeah. So there you go. And so, and I'm sorry about the Q&A. I promise you it will happen soon as possible once we figure out a date and a good schedule where it's not going to conflict. So with our schedules or anything like that, because we have different time zones. Imagine that. We always talk about time zones, like there was, I don't know, me and Bunny May were saying something, and I'm like, you know my time zone, right? This is I don't know. It was just something funny because I'm like, you know what my time zone is, right? Like it's like you would never, right? We live different parts of the world, right? But it is all fun and joke. So yeah. So I promise you in the next video will be much happier. I am planning to decide to do a separate video about how do I train my horses, because I don't know if people ever knew about how I train my horses, because people have different ways of training horses. So I thought to talk about that for funs. And maybe doing story quests. I am planning to do a story quest episode soon. I'm just trying to figure out how long the quests are, and if there's like time skips and stuff, where I can take a break from playing the game, because I don't want to play like for hours and hours and hours, So yeah. Anyways, KW out. I hope this helps. I don't know if it helps or not. I don't know. But yeah. KW out. Bye everyone.